Predator vs. Spider-Man issue number 4 from Marvel Comics. This is the final issue of this miniseries, and it is exactly what I was expecting it to be, which is rushed. So we start off this issue with MJ pulling her friend out of the sewers. They're making their escape, and the Skinner is after them. And he's about to kill them when he hears this explosion, and he turns and he sees it. And he can smell the plasma burner of a ship nearby. So he realizes, oh, there's other Predators here. I have to go after them, because I can't allow them to be able to escape. I need to kill them so I can keep them here on this planet. And Kraven appears and he asks MJ, where is the Predator? And I can just imagine her just like pointing in the direction that it went. So we get J. Jonah Jameson and Detective LaPearl, and they're being attacked by a Predator who's just throwing them around. I like the fact that J. Jonah Jameson actually goes to try to help her, because a lot of comic writers seem to want to portray J. Jonah Jameson as like this coward who's constantly like fleeing from terror and stuff like that. And the fact that we see him here where he sees the detective being tossed around and he's like, hey, why don't you pick on someone your own size? And he actually tries to help her. I thought that was a nice little touch. I mean, he gets thrown around too, but at least he tried. And then the Predator gets immediately killed, and he gets killed by Skinner. So Skinner has backstabbed him. And inside the building, we have Spider-Man fighting off against the other Predators that are still inside the building. Because there was 3 of them. One of them is now killed, so Spider-Man's taking on 2 of them. And he gets knocked out of a building. As this is going down, Skinner goes to destroy the ship. But before he can destroy the ship, Kraven appears. So we have a fight between Kraven and Skinner. And I'll say this, fight is super quick. It is literally just 1 page. Just a 1-page fight scene. This is the big bad that we've been building up this entire series. Yeah, it's a mini-series, but still, we've been building up the Skinner as this big bad. Kraven cuts off his head within 1 page. So, yeah, I would have liked to see this be a lot longer. I don't know, maybe it's just me reading too much battle shonens, along with a bunch of other different type of mangas, but I also read a lot of battle shonens. So I would like, you know, cool, drawn-out fight scene. Not necessarily something that has to take multiple issues or anything like that. Like, you can even just have it, maybe just take a third of the issue or something. I just would have liked to see, like, a big bad fight between Skinner and Kraven. Like, that sounds like it would be something just so awesome. And it's literally just a page before he cuts his head off. And as it's dying, it's able to, like, activate its self-destruct. The Spider-Man shows up. And he's like, is that what I think it is? How Spider-Man's able to tell that it's an explosion, I don't know. Maybe it's just the beeps remind him of the explosion. At least, like in the Predator movie, we see Arnold where we understand that he knows that it's a bomb because we see the Predator laughing. We see what looks like alien symbols counting down. And that's when he realizes, okay, something's going on here and I got to get the hell out of here. Here, we don't see Spider-Man like looking at the symbol. Like even Kraven doesn't see it. Like when we see Kraven looking at it, we see him looking at it like he's seeing the wrist of the Predator, not the actual countdown. Spider-Man doesn't see it because he's looking at the wrist as well. He just hears the countdown. But for some reason, he's able to think, oh, this is a bomb of some kind. And he decides that he's going to get rid of it. So they actually work together where Kraven cuts off the arm. Spider-Man wraps it up in a bunch of web and he's going to get rid of it. And so we see him flying across town. MJ sees him and says, Peter, Tiger, I need you. But he doesn't hear her, but his thoughts are always of her. And it looks like he sacrifices himself. He throws the bomb into the bay, blows up. And even Kraven is like, I always imagined my blade would end Spider-Man, but that was a wordy death. Then he immediately gets attacked by one of the Predators that Spider-Man was fighting. And he's able to fight against this thing, hold his own. And the Predator grabs him in a chokehold. And Kraven's like laughing because he's like, you know, if I'm going to die, then this is the way I want to go, at the hands of a great hunter. I'm going to be spoiling this issue. So for anyone who doesn't want spoilers, I guess just dip out now. I guess I'll do just like a quick spoiler-free reaction or final thoughts. So my final thoughts on this is that it was exactly what I thought it was going to be, and that's rushed. It's not terrible, but it's not great or anything either. I'll say it's average. If I were to grade this, I'd give it like, I don't know, maybe a 5 out of 10. Which, to me, my 5 out of 10s are average. I say this all the time, but don't think of 5 out of 10s as like terrible because IGN has screwed up the 1 to 10 ranking system. To me, 5 is average, 6 is good, 7 is great, 8 is amazing, 9 is near perfect, and 10 is perfect. There's only ever been really one thing that has gotten a 10, well, kind of two things. But the second one that's got a perfect 10 for me, it has like a little bit of an asterisk next to it. But this is average. So this is a 5 out of 10. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just average. I would have liked to have seen more of a fight between Kraven and Skinner. Maybe even a fight between Skinner and Spider-Man. I don't think Skinner and Spider-Man actually face each other at all in this entire issue. In this entire series. I don't think there's ever one moment where they actually face each other. I feel like the whole situation kind of gets wrapped up way too quickly, especially with Detective LaPearl. I'm also kind of wondering what was the point of Detective LaPearl. She has nothing to contribute when it comes to the story. You can take her out of the story, it won't affect the story whatsoever, which is kind of a shame. Because she looks like she could have been an interesting character if we did something with her, but we don't. She's just there. So yeah, you could have taken her out and maybe use those pages for something else. Maybe building up the final showdown. So yeah, all in all, it's a cool idea that just wasn't excellently executed. It kind of faltered in the execution. There you go. Now on to the spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Kraven's being, held up by one of the Predators. We cut to J. Jonah Jameson and Detective LaPearl where they're talking about what happened to them. Jameson is basically thinking about making it into the next headline, while LaPearl is thinking about the report she has to write. And she realizes that no one's going to believe us. No one's going to believe that we were attacked by aliens, that the killer is from outer space. We have no proof. We have no photos. Because the power grid is down, we have no surveillance footage. Which I'm just thinking, this is the Marvel Universe. Why would people not believe in aliens? They've literally been attacked by aliens so many times in the past. Aliens, vampires. We just had a vampire event. I mean, I guess you could say, well, this is taking place in an alternate world. Maybe this alternate world has no aliens. Well, you could have maybe mentioned that at first. Like, you could just a brief conversation where Peter's like, talking about how this is done by aliens. And he's like, Peter, no one believes in aliens. There's no proof of aliens or anything like that. Just a little something. It's just weird for them to be like, yeah, we can't run with this story and we can't run with this report because we can't mention that aliens were involved because no one would believe us. In the Marvel Universe of all places. But they see a dead Predator, someone that Skinner had stabbed from behind. He's still alive, but he's dying. And that's when a bunch of people show up and they're like, put your hands up. This is Dr. Abraham Cornelius. And he's going to be taking the Predator into custody, probably doing experiments on it and stuff like that. We cut to MJ, who's running to where the explosion was, and she's crying because she believes Peter has sacrificed himself. But it turns out he's alive. He's alive. He goes to her. They hug and kiss, and all's well that ends well. And I'm just like, why can't we have this in the 616? Why are Marvel higher ups so retarded? It's hilarious because every time they give us MJ and Peter, the sales go up. Ultimate Spider-Man's like the #1 selling comic in Marvel right now. Why do you think that is? Maybe it's because MJ and Peter are together in a loving relationship. They're married. They have kids. This is what every Spider-Man fan wants. But instead, we literally have the latest Spider-Man where they poke fun at people wanting MJ and Peter together and saying that the stories there are stupid and boring. Marvel is run by a bunch of retards. But back to Kraven. I thought this was kind of cool. Predator looks like he's about to kill Kraven when the other Predator shows up with the dead body of Skinner. And he says something. We don't know what he says because he's speaking in Predator language. And the Predator that was holding up Kraven takes off its helmet, yells something at Kraven, and then marks him on the forehead. The mark of Skinner. So not only has Kraven been spared, but he's been branded as the ultimate killer and as a bloodied warrior. And the Predator offers Kraven to come with them. And Kraven goes with them. And I'm like, please give me a spin-off. I want to see a spin-off of Kraven going into like different planets with some predator buddies, and they're just going on big hunts. That could be awesome. I'd love to see that. Just Kraven just hunting other alien creatures with the predator at his side. That'd be cool. But yeah, there you go. That's Predator versus Spider-Man. Once again, it has its cool moments. It has a really cool, interesting premise. Execution just wasn't all there. There were just some moments where I think it could have been a lot better, and it feels very, very rushed. I'm going to be surprised whenever I get to a Benjamin Percy run where I'm not completely disappointed by the ending. Because Benjamin Percy, like, I like his writing for the most part. I've read all his Ghost Rider stuff. They're great. But the thing is that he is phenomenal when it comes to setting up ideas, when it comes to setting up his stories, when it comes to just like premises. Like, he has just so many cool ideas. And even the execution for the most part is really, really good. But then when it comes to wrapping things up, I have yet to see any of his series with an ending that I actually thought was pretty good. He's like Stephen King in that regard, where he just can't do an ending to save his life. And that's kind of what this issue feels like, where we have a lot of cool things in here, and the execution just, it isn't there. So there you go. There's Predator versus Spider-Man issue number 4. Overall, it was okay. And when I say overall, I mean the entire run. I'd give this issue like a 5 out of 10. Like, this issue itself is just average. Overall, the entire run, I'd give it maybe a 6 out of 10. I'd say it's good. It's not great or anything, but it's good. It could have been a lot better with just some small changes here and there. But yeah, there you go. Predator versus Spider-Man. I'm hoping that we get a spin-off with Kraven. That would be pretty sweet. But yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still want to thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next one is more to your liking. With that said, thank you once again, and I hope you guys and gals have a good one. Later.